to 1. It's all evened up. If you missed it, 13 to 10. Pigeon took first map. And Nebula weren't able to take that second one. 13 to 9 on Bind. And went out a split. A very, I feel, defense-sided map from recent times. But as you can see, all of the updates in play has meant B main a little wider. Everybody dropping their sensitivities in the chat. 0.55 at, what is that? 400. There. Attacks. Bit of an interesting one. Wall goes up immediately from Ronin. Gonna be immediately shot now. And interesting to see how many players are opting for this B site hold early on. Flash goes high. There's a lot of shots coming out from Snowy. He's very careful. Let's have the one-way. Snowy, what are you doing? He's just crossing at the weirdest times. And again, he catches himself out in the open. He's going to be taken out, finally, by Jesse. But they've taken in the side. Issa's not holding for his teammates. Bandit Esports. Oh, sorry. Pigeon Esports. I'm going to be dropping that round to Nebula. That was the weirdest B hold I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. So take a hefty sip of water. We take a hefty step back. Pistol goes the way of Nebula. They're gonna be able to force it up. Sheriffs. Sorry. Spectres. And the Sheriff to come out from Royals early on. Ghost for Devour. Still don't know who Devour is. If anyone in chat can tell me, that'd be great. Issa, high flash, sees the bomb bot come out, but immediately into the site. Minimize? Taking screens control directly. Gonna be finding the first on a Monday. Issa gonna be caught between a rock and a hard place. That's taken out as well. Ronin gonna be finding his life taken by Minimize. The blast back comes across. Jesse, oh, not looking the right way. Bang from Rails though. Closes it. Second taken by Nebula. A little bit more aggressive now to their takes and giving Pigeon no warning.
I should probably place some stars in the astral plane. I should.
Rails very talkative at the moment. Nebula, they're talking a lot right now. 2-1. Sorry, 2-0 in the map right now. It's going to be bonus for their side. Devour though has a Vandal to work with. Vandal light armor. Mundy sees the stars put in place, sees the smoke in front, puts this. Now the blast pack come across. Tax trying to cross himself in a sight. They're trying to take the fight to heaven though. Ronin is able to pelt bullets into them. Snowy just on the other line. Molly comes out. It's a hot hands from Minimize. Spike goes down. They haven't checked Mundy for the moment. He's able to find one. It's only a Monday moment from Mundy. Issa drop shot on attacks. Run it back. Put in a play by Minimize behind the default. They know where he is now. Wrap around. He's going to be putting himself next to the wall. He's going to be flanking Issa. It's a triple from Minimize. Now versus Mazda. 1v1. What's that? The hot hands. He could walk himself out of this site. He doesn't have to go B here. And there it is. Gonna be rotating around. We'll be meeting. Friendly hands to Mazda in just a second though. 30 seconds left. Hasn't seen him cross. Minimize is waiting for the moment of pounce. The moment to play, but Mazda, the all-star player that he is, holds it down for Pigeon. It's first on the board for them. Finally able to answer for a pretty strong start from Nebula. Bonus denied, but losing a lot of guns in the process. Their money not all too great here. This is a interesting point to call. Snowy has rotated Go towards the A site. He's put the wire way too low. This can be jumped over by Nebula if they want to. They're not going to wait for the timing, though. They're just going to take the player out. He's also going to be taken out. No, it's going to be up to Mazza. He's in the back of sight. He's able to get himself out to safety. Now he's calling for the heal. Heal me, Ronan. Heal me, Ronan. Where are you? Where are you? There he is. Gets the heal off. Rails. Now 1v3 in the site. Devour is an old Nebula player back from First Strike. Okay. Thank you for that, centimeters. First Strike. Okay. That's been a while then. Minimize must have rung him up, like, on the phone. Mazza got the numbers 2-2 here for Pigeon Esports. Devour. That's a bit of an interesting one. First Strike, you say? Apologies if I don't know all too much about him. I haven't seen him in, yeah, as you said, First Strike. That's a wild one. Okay. Bit of an old friend, a bit of an old face.
Hold those angles.
Stars go up early on from Rails. Does opt the announce. Toxic screen goes up from Mundy. But immediately, Nebula are going for this mid take. They're going to have to be cautious. It's Issa this time on the breach. He's going to toss a few flashes out. Gonna play peekaboo with a rope. Just a second. Ronan. He's played peekaboo with his life. This is eco territory. A few guns in play though. Oh, Ronan. Oh my lord. Able to get out to safety. Does toss up the slow warp. Tax is going for the peek and push. He's just outside of ropes. This is very cautious and very scary for either side. Start going to dissipate. Tax in a pretty good position. No one going to push here though. Very disciplined. And Jesse? He's through spawn. Right now he's wrapping heaven. Wrapping mid. I'm looking to go back towards B. They've got all the info here. No, Mazza, no. They're not going to expect it. Tax even takes Ronan's showstopper pulled.
30 seconds.
Now here comes the party towards this B site. Mundy needs to put quick work with that judge. He's able to wrap around and shots come in. Mundy able to take two. Dig onto the third. Mundy is playing this perfectly though. He's not going to expect Tax. Snowy able to answer back. Rolling Thunder comes in. Shot immediately on the wall. Oh, the peak comes out. Issa takes Whirls. 10 seconds left and Issa's going to clutch it up. An interesting play. And again, apologies for the frame rate. Third round goes to Pigeon Esports. It's Issa carrying the team's torch. Pops the Rolling Thunder when needed and most. Ultimate's now available for Mazza, for Mundy, for Snowy. Did you run over that trip? Yes. Yes, they did, Snowy. It's quite low.
It goes here. Yes, this should do.
You know, it's only the start for Pigeon. They found themselves a bit of confidence. They've found themselves a bit of breathing room. The wall goes up for the moment. Operator in play for Mazza. Snowy. Again, he's caught on the rotate timer. Nebula just have the number. He's looking for the shots. He does toss out the flash. Issa's a little bit slow to aim though. He misses all of them. Minimize and Tax able to get away with murder in heaven. If I minimize though, we finding Tax. He looks away. No, Mazza. Pigeon, they had it. It's so doable, but they just. What is going on? My head hurts in this game. It's Pigeon taking a round, but then immediately losing one. And I'm losing my mind, it would seem. Now stars go up the Viper's pit. And we're looking for the beat. Ronan able to find Tax. But where's that Viper's pit gone? The knives are out. But the B side's being taken. He's on the long way out. Res comes to Tax. You will not kill my allies. Knives available. Yeah. And Devour takes a shot on the Issa. That was a bit of a waste. Wasted Viper's pit. I have to say, knives though from Mazza are good. Looking for a few more players in this side. Oh, minimize those on the flank of a lifetime. He finds the first. Now the chaotic calls come in. Snowy doesn't look to know where a player goes. Money even gonna take some molly damage. Jesse to find it in the end. This triple duelist set up for the side of Nebula has been very interesting as well. Unleashing minimize, you know, a little bit off the chain. He normally plays a bit of Yude still. It's 4-3. Nebula, after losing 3 rounds in a row, they string 2 back of their own accord.
I need a drop. Tack, tack.
You are divided.
Cosmic Divide immediately up. It's going to be minimized, sending it into sight, but he's immediately taken out before the wall goes even into play. He's trying to go for a shot through it. Trying to leg and land and nail. Snowy takes 2. Still a player in sight, though. It's minimized. Sorry, it's Royals and it's Devour. Devour spots one on the screen's cross. They are going to get the spike down. Money drops into Devour. Royals 1v5. Needs to isolate duel after duel. First on the screen, sees Issa. Can't hit the shots on a Ronan, though. Pelted and bruised. 4-4. Straight back into it. The side of Pigeon Esports, and on Neb, they've secured a spike plant, they've secured money, they've secured everything in this round that they could ever want, even with the loss.
For you.
And I am probably just as confused as you all are in chat. This is 4-4, an even showing after such a little bit more of a one-sided affair. It's a close game on Ascent. Might be seeing a close one here on Split to close it. Wall goes up and shots go down. Looking for a first kill. Mazza will be finding it. Toxic screen goes up, though Minimize is going to send it through the ropes. Issa going to be caught. Going to be jumping down. Ropes control secured here for the side of Nebula. The jump up. Camera. Rope. Issa. Flash. They await. Nebula. Trying to go for this B take still. They know that Mundy's close. Ronan could be finding the timing of a necessary flash there. Curveball being tossed to the side of Nebula, and they try to go for the wrap up through heaven. They actually wrap back down.
30 seconds left.
Out of this B site. They've got 30 seconds. Of course, they've secured heaven control too. Tax gonna find the first. Issa gonna dump a few flashes in. He sees the dismiss of Tax. He takes the first. Issa looking for the lineup. He's only able to find one. It's immediately Ronan drops the spike down at A. Royals try and salvage, capitalize anything. Snowy takes him on the hold. 5 now for Pigeon. Mundy appears to be a judge main. Doesn't like guns all too much. Yeah, he's bought it again. Mundy on the judge. Issa might be on the judge. No, he's going for a Vandal. Issa's taking it seriously. Mundy, he's having a little bit of lighthearted fun, maybe. Gun's going to be purchased again from Nebula. They're going to be setting up the stars at B and look to see if they align. Poison Orb, Toxic Screen, Snake Bite, Bomb Bot. Now the blast packs across here. Jesse into the site with the momentum. The showstopper grids. Judge gonna find Royals though. Mundy's still here. Still being a pain in the side. Dumps a flash. Rolling Thunder was tossed by East. Attacks as dismissed in front of them. The wall goes up, but does Minimize go for the flash on through. East is not going to find the shots though. Minimize now 1v2. Curveball out. 2 players to find Ronan to find him though. 3 on the board. It's 6 to Pigeon Esports. Finally stealing away a lead here. Split, of course, a very defense-sided map. But with the recent changes, you never know. The T side. And of course, this is our first split we get to see on the Autumn Cup. And again, I give a props to you all in chat for joining by this evening. Sorry. Joining in this evening. This has been a bit of a crazy best of 3. And, you know, it wouldn't be possible without the teams either. Judge Esports, you can rename this Pigeon Esports roster because, oh my god, that's a shot though from Mazza. Take an eye off him and he'll still decide to hit. Run it back. Now he's able to be found by Minimize. Traded by Ronan. Takes out Tax. Doesn't know that was the run it back. Shot again though from Mazza. Another Mazza. Oh my lord, sir. Go off. Mundy again with the Judge. Looking for Rel's close range. Toxic Screen goes up. He tags him low. The Toxic Screen, but he's going to get his health immediately back. Decayed. Oh my god. Rel's and Minimize bumping into each other. The Blaze. Wire. Curveball. Minimize 1v3. They're all at A. Though here for the side of Pigeon and Minimize, he has a free plant and he has a free site to take. I'm really starting to wonder the calls. Snowy had camera
30 seconds left.
up in a really good spot. Now, yeah, Minimize. He's second guessing himself though. Maybe going for a cheeky little peek into the CT spawn. Now they know.
Spike planted.
Spike down. You can see it immediately. Side of Pigeon Esports, they try and rotate themselves over. Minimize, he's trying to rotate himself through mid because he knows this is where all of them are going to be. Heal goes on for Mazza. Minimize to now tuck himself in the corner. Does he find the lineup is needed? No, Ronan finds the kill. Back to good form for Ronan. 10 and 6 on the board for him. And 7 now on the board for Pigeon Esports. This is a bit of an interesting one. Nebula looking a little bit out of sorts.
Last round before the switch.
This is still a crazy game. Still in the hands if Nebula want to take it, though. Ultimate's available for a ton of Pigeon Esports players. Knives, Rez, and the Neural Theft. You haven't seen all too much of an aggressive style of play from Mazza. He's been a little bit more cautious in his approach. Mundy hasn't bought a Judge this time. He's got the Odin. Mundy's having fun with it, and you can't really blame him. He's getting kills. He's doing his job. Jesse gonna be decayed. Shot to come out. Ronan trying to bait with Mazza. Star is in. Ronan gonna be checked this time. Mazda looking for the peak though. Eye comes out. First shot. Smoke cloud burst. And he's out of there. Mundy now the back of sight, looking for this shot on a Jesse. He takes him extremely low. Another shot landed from Mazza as he tries to hold down this cross. He's got Issa to back him up. Issa with an operator in play too. Odin shots from Mundy. Swings on to the second. Rels is going to find it. And Snowy hasn't opted for the rotation yet. Wall goes high. Issa, oh my lord. He sees it. He knows the jump up. Issa. That's the timing too. After shot comes out. Knives pulled by Mazza. Last round of the half. Royals 1v3. They're all coming towards heaven. Walled off from CT. Means they can only go one way. Royals finds the first one to Issa. They're going to peek one by one though. Knife. Head. Shots. 3k in the round from Mazza. Absolutely big seams there in that round. And massive on the whole. Pigeon Esports by themselves 8 after Nebula. A strong game. Now to the attack side of split. This has been a crazy game nevertheless, and Nebula don't want to be going down without a fight. Now triple duels to this defense side, probably not where they want to be. They've looked lost without Dragon. Devour coming in, a bit of a ex-teammate of course of Minimize. Was on the old Neb roster way back in the day. You know, Minimize, I have to say, he's been on this Nebula roster for his entire career. This is the only team I believe Minimize has played on. He played with a Kraken, he's played with Issa, he's played with Mundy, he's played with everybody at this rate. Nebula, a bit of a interesting team overall. They lost Dragon, they've lost something that makes them whole at the moment. Devour hasn't had the greatest of performance though. They take an initial kill on, but they're looking for the wrap up through mid now here for the side of Pigeon Esports. They pick up the pace towards B, they're looking for the wrap. They see Tax's arms, they see his legs, they put the cage down, they see the wire in front of him. Drops the wire. Snowy, what are you doing? Pull your gun now. Now gonna be found. I'm so confused. Watching Snowy hurts my head, I'm not gonna lie. Apologies, Snowy. You used to be good. I don't know what's happened. Shots. Mundy goes for peak. Though it's going to be Snowy to be taken out. Issa, though, holding the cross. Finds a shot. Mundy looking for a little bit more. As these two players from Nebula try and overwhelm. Shot comes out from Mundy. It's 2v1 now. Tax trying to swing out wide. Shots coming in. He's going to find Roden. Mundy can't quite find the shots either. This... Oh my god, there it is. Mundy. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Oh my jeez. 9 rounds for Pigeon Esports. Apparently everybody's FPSs were dying there. You can see the Viper and Astra combo. Not the most optimized, it would seem. But 9-4, Pigeon Esports are back with a vengeance in this third and final map, and they've got guns to work with. It's going to be Shorty in play. It's going to be a peek from Tax in just a second. He's got the Sheriff. Wields it like a deagle. Keen eye. Keen shots. Oh my god, though. Mundy immediately tears his head off. Wall goes up. But they're wrapping over to A. This is a bit of an interesting one here from the side of Pigeon Esports. So I'm going to put the Y up. Takes quite a while to light him up, I have to say. They haven't checked Jesse. You can hear all the footsteps. He knows it's a B take, but he can't really do all too much about it. Might catch the timing, though. Orb goes up. Wall goes Jesse. Very nice paint shells. Could be landing a few members. He's going to go for the approach here with Devour. Shorty is in play. 2 looking to be beats here. Snowy, though, going for the push. He's going for the 2. Finds him. Another from Roden. They catch the flank out. They secure double digits. A flawless take to A. That's going to be double digits now. 10-4 on the board for Pigeon Esports. A strong start now to the attack side. For the side of Nebula. They're looking a shadow of their former selves. This has been an impressive game from Ronan. He's back to play. Mundy. Still doing what Mundy loves best. The wall goes up. Oh my god, the tax. Gets it, gets another. Gets the dismissed to safety. Now needs to be cautious. Snowy on the other angle. That smoke, they've already lost 2. No Sage res available either. As Ronan's been taken out. And they back it off. They wait for the moment. Very nice double there from Tax to kick it off. This is bonus, of course, for Pigeon Esports. Another from Tax. He secures it. Screen goes up. Mundy goes close. Dink on attacks, though. He's the unkillable Demon King. Mazza now in a 1v4. Has secured a Phantom. Could be securing a few individual peaks in just a second. Dashes out. Secures a different angle of attack, though will be taken by Devour in the end. Rifle round goes to Nebula. They secure 5 finally. Similar showing it from Pigeon on their defense. And of course, if you missed it and you're only just joining us, it's Pigeon Esports, the former Bandits roster. Just wish I knew what happened there. For the moment, they're wishing they know what goes down. Oh, Snowy. He goes for a shot. Very confused about that one. Every time I look at this man, he does something questionable. Again, Snowy, I hate to say it's been confusing. Paint shells come out, minimize, try and hold it. Ronan though on the aggress, they could be catching a player in the elbow rails. He's going for the jiggle, they go for the peek through the screens. Able to trade it out with the help of Mundy. Still 2 towards this ramp side, there's still 2 behind them. Minimize, pops the run it back out in the open. He's going to be taken. Jesse secures another kill. That spike dropped. It's Issa and it's Mazza now. 3v2. That spike's dropped for Nebula. Oh, Issa. Thought he saw him. Head missed. Mazza gone. He's dead to right. Minimized with a beautiful flank and a beautiful reposition. Now it's Issa. He's a bit of a rough spot. Just gonna take him. Massive hold there on the top of the ramp from Nebula. They secure themselves 6 now on the board. For the side of Pigeon Esports, they've secured themselves an eco round. It's going to be 2 ultimates available for Mundy Ronan. Tax has shown up big to this series though. 7 and 12. Big last game from him on Bind. Again, they go towards A. Rails, he knows it. He's gonna toss up the smoke. Cloudburst comes out. Oh, he's heard the footsteps. He knows it. He knows it. Rails is all too smart. Viper's Pit comes out from Mundy. It's going to be immediately dismissed. Minimized from the wraparound. That tries to sell the fake at A, but I don't think side of Pigeon Esports are all too worried. Wall goes up. Stars go up. They go towards A. And they are able to secure it. They need to be cautious. Attacks, though, out in the heaven. Will be taken out by Ronan. Still trying to get across to this site. They have to be cautious. Knives pulled by Mazza. He's going to be taken out by Devour. He's still with his trusty Judge. Taps the spike. Rails finds Ronan. Issa finds another 7 on the board for Nebula. We're back to pistol here. So we see it on the scoreboard. Slowly but surely, Nebula are clawing back into this one, but we saw quite a hefty defense hold from both sides so far. Nebula Though it's, of course, going to be Pigeon back on the bye. Looking to secure themselves 11-12 in the game against Nebula this evening. Wall goes up. Double duelist over at this B site. They know that they have to peek into them. Pigeon gonna slow peek it. Ronan's actually gonna find the first kill. Wall goes up. Jesse finds the first on the SVK. That's Mundy taken out. Peek comes in. Minimize takes another. They have the site control. They still have to be cautious though. They're gonna back up. Rez comes into Mundy. And they fall back. Easter takes a wallbang headshot on the Devour. It's a pot shot. But it's a crucial one. Snowy with a high camera. I'm gonna shoot out the wall. And they're gonna be cautious. Jesse is holding for the rotate. Rails is holding for the rotate too. You can hear all the footsteps go up. A split they go. Flash comes out. Shot. Oh my god. Rails. 1, 2. Looking for a 3. He finds it. Looking for a 4th. 2 will not. Snowy. Now. Has the neural theft. He has a corpse. He does not expect Jesse in just a second though. Headshot found. He knows where Minimize is. The wrap comes back towards B. The game of cat and mouse is on. Snowy versus Minimize. Minimize. It's been all too clean with it this game. It's up through heaven already. Gonna wrap on. Snowy is gonna plant out in the open. Minimize. He hears the plant. He's immediately gonna take out Snowy. Default would have been a safer plant there. Snowy. 8th round on the board for Nebula. The wrap doesn't pay off. Rails shuts it down. 8-10. Snowy couldn't decide where to plant. This is now a little bit rough. Dire straits for Pigeon Esports. They've only got pistols. They're starting to lose these rounds slowly. 4 in a row have been stemmed from the Nebula side. A few shots to come in. It's going to be Jesse taking out Ronan over towards mid. The shot comes in. We're just getting on 9 o'clock. We have another game after this. Minimize, though. He wants to stay in this one. He wants to stay to play and pave his way. Of course, after this, we have Villains versus Tyrant, but this game is still going down to the wire. Spike down mid. Snowy in the crossfire and Snowy in the corner. Will not find the kills. It's going to be 9 now to Nebula. As they even this half up a little bit more. Defense side is split. Pigeon Esports, if you don't know, this is of course the old Bandits roster. A little bit of a interesting roster swap. They have Mazza, of course, rocking Black Lives Matter tag, showing his support. We love to see it. Wall goes up. The pink might be coming in just a second. Bombot. Jesse pushes in. Making a ton of garage control. Just need to find the shots. Mundy's dropped immediately. Take it out. Pax could be looking for another on the cross. And now the side of Nebula starting to work it out. Starting to put it together. Rotation. Snowy. Trying to go up. Through middle. To his credit, nobody here really looking for it. Stars come out. The gravity well. Pulled by Rolls. Cosmic Divide available. Wallbang to come in.
Need that back.
Snowy. Jump up on the box. Immediately answered by Rolls. Issa. Does he have it in him to fight the good fight? Try and salvage this round back. It's Ronan. Find the kills. It's Tax looking for the crossfire, though. He's looking for the shots. He finds Issa. Ronan dead to right as he drops to the site. Devour finds 10 for Nebula, and Well, this is sickening from the side of Pigeon Esports. It's 6 in a row for Nebula. Haven't able to find anything since the second round of the half. It's all been to the credit of Nebula. Comeback now on the table. Devour, wall raise, shot immediately out. Looking to approach Mazza. He has had enough. He's fed up with this game. Dash forward, Cloudburst goes up.
Down A.
Spike down at A though. Minimized with a molly. Takes the kill. They will be taking sight. They've lost their stage. They don't have a res. They don't have a heal. They have anything to work with. And they will be getting the spike. Down east is taken out and run it back. Used. Flash out. Minimize. We're gonna go deep. Blast pack. Showstopper. Jesse bangs them all. Jesse. That's the final kill. Nebula find themselves in 11th round. A chaotic retake. They seem to put it to work. 11-10 now on the board. $21 kills for Jesse, 21 for Minimize. Minimize a little bit unleashed now. Minimize. It's gonna be a boost up from Jesse. The self boost to come in. It's back to A for the side of Pigeon Esports. If first you don't succeed, try it again. Stars go up. Rolls. He's gonna hold for the shots. Off your feet. Rolling Thunderback sight. Dash forward here into it. They've successfully taken the site, but now they need to successfully hold it down. Shots to come in. You can see them all grouped up towards the back of heaven. Fault line, aftershock, slow orb, minimize. Just trying to get in. Cosmic divide being put up here for the side of Nebula. Flash comes in. It's Tax to take one. Tax looking for a little bit more. Two players on the other side of this wall. The neural theft. It's going to be Mazza taking the flick kill. It's Snowy to take another. It's now left to Tax 1v2 as he takes the first on the east side. Dismisses. He knows there's two still in this site. Trying to isolate these doors one after the other. Snowy is going to take 11 here for Pigeon Esports. He's going to get away with his gun as well. This game continues to go down to the wire. And again, we still are waiting on our next game. Of course, the best of three that's supposed to start right now is Tilted Villains, and we're still waiting on this game to have its closure. 11-11. Pigeon Esports Nebula continuing to go the distance. Ronan trying to go the distance with the shots. Wall goes up B. This is now the exec call to B this time. It's going to be the wall up. Mazza in the site. He's going to be caught. No one going to see Tax on top of the gravity well. That's a massive molly too from Minimize. And that's a flawless hold from Nebula. Match point secured. Pigeon Esports on their dying breath. About to be taken out of the air and taken out of flight from the side of Pigeon Esports. It's Nebula in hot pursuit. That gravity well, man, was absolutely gargantuan. Massive molly too from Minimize. They just know how to hold it down this site. Together, Ronan. It's Mundy. All to go A. And they've stacked this A site here awfully. Minimize. Sorry, it's Jesse gonna be taken out by Issa. This is site taken. Pigeon Esports now 11 rounds. Snowy with Aries takes out Minimize. What is going on? Rez comes in. Oh, but Snowy has the timing, has the lineup. He doesn't find the second shot though. Devour. He's gonna take it. It's still a man advantage. Viper's pit pops. Mundy on the site, ready to do his damnedest to hold it down. Nebula, they're trying their damnedest to get themselves into it. Potential overtime in the cards. Eye goes in. Tax finds Issa. That's such a cheeky little kill from him, though. Mundy is in the site. Finds the first. Can't quite find the second. It's Tax. B2. Overhealed to full decay to back up.
Get out of my way.
The plant. The time. It's all on the cards. Knives out. Tax throws for the peak. It's going to be overtime here for our map number 3. 12-12. Pigeon Esports able to take the final round of the game. Round number 24. Overtime. The side swap. Nebula. Pigeon Esports. And it's been a crazy turn of events. It's been a crazy best of 3, and what better way to go than overtime here. And again, apologies to the villains and Tilted side that are probably eagerly awaiting their game to be played. Overtime, it's best of 2. First to find 2 rounds finds the game. 5k operator in play here. Operator for Mazza. The wall immediately tossed down. The OP comes out from Ronan. That could have been a cheeky little first kill being found. Wrap up now. What's the ropes? This is called the rotation. This is called the presence of Mazza. He is very, very scared right now.
Here.
The rotation from Issa. Still very cautious. Minimize taking rope control. They've taken heaven control. They're looking for it at the moment. Molly in the gravity well, though Ronan's not going to be caught in it. No big damage being dealt this time. Mundy. Ronan to hold down this B site. Flash comes out. Ronan spots the shoulder of Minimize. They're cautious. Judge shot's not going to land this time. Ronan needs to go colossal. He drops himself off. He now tries to play for the post plant, but it's not going to do so. Ults, util dumped into this site, but it's not the B hold that Pigeon Esports want.
Spike planted.
Reload to come in. Shot needs to be found by Mazza. Player tucked in the corner, close, it's Tax. The first initial kill. Flash comes out, the head ripped immediately off. Snowy takes 2, but he's only able to find 2. Dismiss comes out from Tax, and Tax plays it beautifully. 13 on the board for Nebula. They hold down the plant, they hold down the retake attempts. It was a valiant effort from Pigeon Esports. But it's going to be 12-13. 13-12. We're still in our first best of 1. We've got more action after this. It's Villains versus Tilted. Just after, but, you know. Sides are swapped. It's attack side now for Pigeon Esports. Nebula to the defense. And it's going to be up to how they want to take it. This is a 4 stack at A for Nebula. This game doesn't want to conclude. They show a lot of presence. They rotate towards B heaven. They might be going over towards A. This is very, very crucial. Snowy might have caught the timing. Tax. He's cautious of the wrap, though. Snowy slowly makes his way through the ropes. Player in A main. It's Devour with the wall up. Camera being thought about by Snowy. They have to be cautious. That wall's down now. Devour needs to go huge with his judge. Wall goes up. Shot comes in. Snowy takes another. That's going to be A site now taken by the side of Pigeon Esports. And Snowy looking for a little bit more. Tosses the cage up. Tosses the wire into boot. He has heaven completely unlocked. They're looking for the force through. They're looking for the push on in. Minimize going to be traded out. This is Royals and it's Jesse to try and salvage this round and try and keep their hopes into this game and try and close it out now. Stars go up. Jesse finds the first on a Snowy in heaven. Concussion. Royals has the jump up if he wants to do so. But Issa's got the shots. They've got the lineup. It's now 2 to retake against the 3 of Pigeon Esports. Shot lined up first, second now. Jesse stuck in a sight for Mundy. That's Issa, sorry to back him up. 13-13. We go to another overtime, folks. This game not going to end anytime soon. Overtime, 13-13. Nebula v Pigeon Esports. A vote draw called by Mundy. It's going to be Pigeon back to the defense. It's Nebula back to attack. This is crazy, seems, and it doesn't let up here. It's 27 kills from Tax. It's 26 from Jesse. It's 24 from Minimize. Devour had a bit of a rough game. A little bit even across the board here for the Pigeon Esports side. As they go for mid control yet again. Knife to the wall. Util dumps. Ronan, this is going to be really tested. Molly goes to the left-hand side. It's going to be up to Ronan and Issa to hold it. Split play up through mailroom. The split to B. Flash comes out. Ronan was thinking about peeking off of that in just a second. Curveball was thought about by Minimize. Two in this mailroom. They got Tax to back them up to hold the rope. Issa. He's going to drop down the rope. He's going to be dropping down into the site. Ronan is going to be falling off the angle. Mundy, no more judge this time. He's taking himself seriously. Phantom in play. Toxic Orb goes up. Slows down the hit. Nebula abiding time right now. 30 seconds on the clock. Ronan needs to be the chess master here. Hold it down against Minimize. The shot's missed. Opportunity taken now. Gravity Well comes out. Ronan, though, it's up to Mundy to hold it. Spike drop. 14 seconds left on the clock. That Spike down at B. And it's going to be picked up, but the plant's going to come in. They need to just deny. They just need to wait for the time. 3v3. Spike goes down. Post-plant scenario. Wrap up through heaven. Ronan and Snowy. It's Mazza to take it all on his lonesome. Shot comes out. They hear the drop from Tax, though. He hits the shot. Dismisses himself into the site. He dismisses himself behind the pillar. Nebula, it's Jesse. Now to swing. Snowy to miss a shot. Tax to take it. The opportunity given again to Nebula. 14 on the board. Pigeon Esports. Now swap sides. It's Nebula to defense. It's Pigeon Esports. 13 rounds. 14 on the board. And this has been an interesting one. Again, one round separates the conclusion of this game. Nebula, they just need to hold it down. This has been a gargantuan performance from Tax in this last one. He's looking to do a little bit more for the side of Pigeon Esports. Looking to set up for this one. Of course, if you missed it, and I'd hate to, the way we got here, Pigeon Esports 13-10 on Ascent. We went to 13-9 in return from Nebula on Bind. And we're now to split. And you can see this means all anyone could ever want. See time really being ticked down here for the side of Pigeon Esports. They don't know where to take their play. Snowy. The rest of Pigeon Esports. 40 seconds. I'm gonna have to deal with Tax. The wall goes up at A. He knows this is up to him to hold it down. Isolate the doors, though. It's Mazza to take the first on to Tax. A huge player and a huge kill. Wall goes up to the screens. Gives them presence of mind. It gives them now the post-plant retake to come in. Star goes up towards the back of the site. Towards the elbow. Stars come in now. It's the push in. It's push come to shove. It's shots coming out. Devour finds the first bounce across. Now he knows exactly where you are. Minimize takes the final. 1v1. It's Mundy being minimized for the game. Wall goes down. The blaze comes out. The flash comes through. Mundy's able to tuck himself into the elbow corner. Minimize taps the spike again. Mundy goes for the wallbang. He's playing this time perfectly. Minimize needs to stick it. Mundy takes us to another overtime. He holds down the forts. 14 to 14.
Overtime.
We're not stopping here, folks. It has been a wild ride, and hopefully you're enjoying another overtime here. It's the third now to come in. Best of 2 yet again. First to win 2 will be taking the game. 16, the magic number we look for. Only 2 rounds in this half. It's back to CT side for Pigeon Esports. It's back to rough seams here for the side of Nebula. It's a bit of a different hold this time. Ronan might be going for an aggressive peek. He's looking for it. He's not going to find it. He had the opportunity. Issa, though, pounces on the opportunity to find Minimize. This could be the side of Pigeon Esports collecting themselves the first round. Poison goes down. Shots. Mundy gonna get the heal from his teammate. Bombot gonna be taken out. They still have to be ever so cautious of Heaven. See Snowy just playing calm, cool, collected. Flash comes out. Ronan go for the peak. Ronan, that's gargantuan. Spike dropped. 2 players left. The peak, the timing. There's no way you can script that. Ronan, the almost crucial play at the crucial time. Spike dropped in Heaven. Tax takes one over at A. That's Snowy collected.
30 seconds left.
But they have Spike. They've got everything to work with. It's going to be up to Jesse and Tax to try and salvage it. Paint shells come out. Shot though. Fade away. It's Tax 1v4. Might be hitting the floor. Issa fault line beautifully to Tax. It lands. He knows it too.
10 seconds left.
After shot comes out, Pete comes in, Issa takes it. And Pigeon Esports take 15 on the
Switching
board.
sides. Match point.
Match point T side here for Pigeon Esports. It has been absolutely chaotic. Tax with 30 kills in this game. 27 for Jesse, 26 for Minimize. They're trying so damn hard. Mazza 24, Ronan 23, Snowy 20, Mundy 17, taking himself a little bit more seriously. No judge this time. It's all business. Wall goes up. Camera goes in. He's going to ping Devour. He's actually not going to get his camera back. It's been taken out, as you heard by the voice line. Neither team wanting to give it up. Minimize. This is a very cheeky little push. It's actually going to be pre-fired. What? Mazza? That is absolutely insane. Dash forward. Minimize is out. He's lucky to be alive. This is crazy circumstances. Snowy hunting for this kill now. Minimize looking to give it up to him. Jiggle comes in. Mazza. A 6th sense for these things. And they up. They go. Towards the A site. It's up to Devour to hit this first shot. Nebula, of course, relying on an old guard. And they'll be relying on him in just a second. Tax in the corner. Able to get one. He's immediately traded by Ronan. Spike drops. 30 seconds. Royals takes another kill. As they try and cross to this site, they're able to do it so safely from the wall of Mundy. But it's up to Mundy, it's up to Issa to try and close it. Nebula have 4 to retake. Shots come out from Mundy. It's very crucial on the timing. Him and Issa take 2. Now to Royals and Jesse. It's now just left to Royals. 1v1 against Issa. Shots pelted into the bulletin board. Fault line rolling thunder comes in from Issa. Now he wraps around. He knows Royals is repositioned. Issa, though, not going to see it. Royals has the positioning. But does he have the timing? There's absolutely no way we're going to another overtime. It's 15-15.
Well divided.
30 HP. Royals lives to fight another day.
Switching sides. Overtime.
And we're switching sides. It's another overtime. It's 5K. It's best of 2. Royals
BYB fam. Going to Astral.
playing with my heart.
Astral Guardian thing
playing with my soul, playing with the hearts and emotions of everyone in chat right now. 15 to 15. And now it's Nebula to attack. A lot of chat going on. They're quite hungry. As my folks, they've been playing this best of 3 for so very long. Cage goes up. They haven't been tempted though. Wallbang shots landed though. It's finally 2 initial kills. Jesse looking for a third. Just a second. Misses the first shot but goes for the second. Ronan and Mundy. The game was in their hands. Was in their grasp. They had the game on lock. Mundy now to do the unthinkable 2v5. He runs forward, takes out Jesse. Ronan trying to isolate duels here. They're going to play the 1-1 split though. Tax takes it. Mundy takes a breather. He wraps back up to heaven. Peak. Mundy taken. Match point given to Nebula now. 17 the magic number.
Switching sides. Match point.
16 match point for Nebula. A colossal performance from Tax. 33 on the board. 29 from Jesse. 26 from Minimize. They're talking food. Tax needs to charge his mouse. We're getting a technical pause here in round number 32. This is crazy, seems. This is crazy plays. This is the most close series here in Autumn Cup we've ever seen. And it's up to Pigeon Esports to try and keep us into it. This has been a crazy night of action, and this is only the first series, guys. We've got another one after this. It's Villains versus Tilted. That's going to be an interesting one. And again, apologies to, I guess, both sides, Villains and Tilted. They're probably waiting for the conclusion of this game, but this conclusion not coming just yet. So we wait out the pause. See if Tax has charged his mouse. So take a breather. Take a sip of water. Hopefully you guys are staying hydrated. And hopefully you're enjoying what the Autumn Cup brings tonight. And well, you know, this is only week 3, day 1. This is only first game. Nebula have the game in their grasp. It's all up to this man. Tax, a sovereign with his shots. Backed by Rurls, the clutch minister. Minimize the run and gun approach. The brains behind the operation. As we see Tax return, we'll see the unpause, the ready up. Pigeon Esports back to their T side. Nebula back to their CT side. Defense, the attack. Pigeon pretty good on their attack. Nebula pretty good on their defense. Vice versa. It's going to be up to this round. Time going to be unpaused. Goes for the aggressive B main take this time. Tax and Jesse go for the approach. Camera out mid. The Snowy sees one. The shot though, they take out one, they take out another. But they have one more duelist left to deal with. That's going to be the rotation out. They are not falling for it. They know they want to play towards this A site. Minimize is set up. Up the wire they go. And over to A they go. It's going to be up to Devour and Royals to hold this one down. 3v4 dash forward. Royals has not been checked in this position. Devour finds first and a second. They haven't checked Royals. One remaining player. It's Issa, taken by Royals. 17 to